charges should be considered. Pate is joining us right now. He's a criminal defense attorney. Paul Callan is joining us as CNN legal analyst and former prosecutor, joining us as well. George Howell is covering this trial for us. Paige, if you were representing George Zimmerman, wouldn't you want the jury to be able to consider lesser charges, presumably a lighter sentence than risking it all, going for second-degree murder or nothing?
Well, sometimes you would want to do that, but in this case, absolutely not. I think the defense has tried an excellent case from start to finish. I think they know that it's going to be a stretch for the prosecution to even credibly argue that this should be a murder case at this point. So what I want from this judge as a defense lawyer is simply to give the jury an up or down option on the murder charge, which is what he was indicted for. I think if that happens, the prosecution is going to have a really tough time proving their case beyond a reasonable doubt.
Well, let me just, and Paige, you hear Rich Manti, the prosecutor, saying because Trayvon Martin was 17 years old, under 18, there was also a third-degree felony murder charge available because of what he described as child abuse. He's making that case right now.
Right. He has to, though, first prove the underlying felony. He has to prove that there was actual child abuse that occurred in this case. And I agree with Paul. I think it's a stretch here. I don't think the judge will give it. You know, a lot of people are probably wondering why at this point are we now trying to figure out what we're charging George Zimmerman with. The fact is, though, that the law allows a lesser included offense like manslaughter to be instructed to the jury when there's evidence to support it and when the charging document supports it. So I understand the manslaughter. I think felony murder is a stretch.
Were you surprised that the state dropped their request for aggravated assault to be considered, which is a lesser charge, obviously, as well?
I know the state wanted that, but if you read the cases, the law was not there to support it. It's a totally different offense. It involves someone assaulting another person without the intent to kill. And I don't think there's any question here that when George Zimmerman pulled the gun, he intended to shoot and kill Trayvon Martin.
Let's go back to the prosecutor.